It's
just that cutting edge, isn't it, for Wigan? Something that they have suffered from down the years. They managed to find it, didn't they, towards the end of last season? But out there today, they've certainly had enough of the play. Created one or two decent chances, really, both for Di Santo. One with his head, one with his foot.
Robin Ramis is the only new player in the starting 11 for Roberto Martinez. And it was something of a rude awakening for him up against Eden Hazard. Turned by him in the build-up for the first goal for Branislav Ivanovic. Conceded a penalty on the same player for the second goal scored by Frank Lampard. Luis, though, has given away a free kick here. Challenge on the former Chelsea man, Franco Di Santo, who never scored for Chelsea in his 16 first-team matches over 2.5 years there.
And Luis, he just got a bit impetuous there, diving in and got sucked in. Kind of challenge he didn't have to make. Tried to nick the ball away from Dos Santos. And it's a good opportunity here for Wigan to swing one in.
Maloney's kick. Check punches. It's MacArthur who's underneath it. Now Alcaraz. Back across by him. All the way across to Di Santo. And the cross blocked by Lampard.
How well did he do there, Frank Lampard, to get a block on this? They've started brightly, Wigan. Got to get men in the box, though.
Starting here where they left off Billust. Ivanovic, though, breaks it up and finds Fernando Torres. Chelsea haven't conceded in their opening matches in the last 2 seasons. Still have a great record. It's 14 years since they lost an opening day Premier League match. It was away to Coventry. Last year's draw at Stoke ended a run of 9 winning starts. Foul by Di Santo on John Terry.
Yeah, that looked a poor challenge. Looking at it first off, John Terry clearly feels so. Goes into one and then the second very late. Knew what he was doing exactly, the striker there. Mike Jones got a good view of it.
Free kick, the only action taken against Di Santo. No card shown. But there is going to be a change here for Wigan. And Sean Maloney already coming off in the second half to be replaced by Jordi Gomez. Man who got a late equaliser here against Chelsea last season following a fumble by Petr Cech in a 1-1 draw. Comes on now with his side trailing 2-0.
It's a blow. Maloney's clearly struggling. They will miss him.
He's got some big goals last season, Maloney. Wins against Manchester United, Newcastle and Liverpool. And a bit of a reshuffle. Gomez for the moment has slotted in behind Di Santo and Moses. It's a thigh injury that's the problem for Maloney, who was in action for Scotland in the week. He came on early in their victory over Australia. Here's John Terry. Hazard. Here's Juan Mata. Hazard again. Challenged by Boyce. Gomez. Santo got the touch but couldn't direct it towards Victor Moses.
Yeah, Moses just adopting a more central position, maybe a little tweak from Martinez. Give Di Santo a bit more support. Quite often he's been in the box on his own when crosses have come in. Di Santo
Wigan started life as a Premier League club against Chelsea. Beaten 1-0 here by a late Hernan Crespo goal 7 years ago. One of 5 defeats they've suffered in their 7 Premier League opening matches. Here's Moses. Figueroa with the cross. Too high for Franco Di Santo though. Certainly are missing the service that Osijor provides.
Yeah, they work the ball well, don't they, up to a certain point. Yeah, they have got the ball into the box, but not enough times have they managed to get somebody on the end of it.
Torres sets off and Luiz looks to find him, and he timed the run to perfection. Ivanovic attempting to pull it across. It's Ashley Cole.
You can see what he was trying. It was a mile off in the end, but good play from Torres, making that run down the channel around the back of Ramis, who really doesn't know where his opponent is. Sits up nicely for the left back. Not nicely enough though.
A couple of seasons without a goal for Ashley Cole, whose last was against Wigan in the 8-0 win on the day the 2010 title was won. Nice from Al-Habsi. Here's Torres. Cole. Now Luiz. Lampard. Mikel. John Terry. Ashley Cole. Lovely flick from Ryan Bertrand to get away from Alcaraz. It's Lampard. Oh, good work of Bertrand, going to waste in the end. Gomez. Figueroa. Cole.
Seen a bit more of the ball, aren't they, Chelsea, this second half? They'd have been delighted with the scoreline at half-time, but maybe Di Matteo would have wanted them to take charge a bit more.
There's Moses. Trying to help turn the tide. Seen off Ivanovic. He can't find Di Santo with a cross. Too many of those crosses from the flanks have gone into the grateful hands of Petr Cech. Here's Lampard. Hazard. That has made a move in from the right. Hazard for the moment ignores him. Now Bertrand. Cole. Mata. Hazard. Arthur made the decisive challenge. Here's Gomez. The best service for Emerson Boyce from James McCarthy.
No, Chelsea totally in charge, very comfortable at the moment. And it's you would have known when they went 2 down it's going to be a huge challenge, but just need to pick it up again.
Maybe the loss of Sean Maloney has affected Wigan more than they might have anticipated. Here's Lampard. Caught by MacArthur, and that does have the referee reaching for his pocket.
Yeah, no complaints from the player. Nowhere near tackle from behind.
With a card for James MacArthur on his 50th appearance in the Premier League. Here's Luiz. Here's Figueroa. Now Moses. Trying to take on Ivanovic.
It's a good old battle between the two. You do feel Moses has got the beating of him if he gets a little bit of time and space. It's proving tough. Chelsea stepped it up a little bit and in control of possession much more than they were first half, taking the game to Wigan now.
It seems churlish to say it after they won the Champions League in Munich, but there does need to be a big improvement from Chelsea domestically after they finished out of the top 4 last season, the first time that had happened to them in 10 years. It's very hard to retain the European Cup in the Champions League era, as has been shown by recent history, so they need desperately to break back into that top 4 to maintain the interest of European football.
Yeah, absolutely vital. They need continuity, don't they? Continuity of the manager as much as anything else. So much chopping and changing down the years.
Loose play from Wigan, and Bertrand has picked it up. Lampard. Ryan Bertrand again, trying a turn on Boyce that he managed to effect on Alcaraz earlier. Here's Emerson Boyce. From Cole to Terry.
They seem to have lost a bit of heart, a bit of belief, Wigan at the moment. Making no inroads at all.
Hazard. So often with a score of 2-0, the feeling grows that the next goal is the key one. Caldwell. And De Santo offer Wigan any hope. McCarthy's got into the middle. De Santo goes for it himself, though.
There's a good change of play from Caldwell, the captain, to give De Santo a little chance to attack his man. And having gone half a yard, the shot's a poor one. Just does not get any power at all on it.
Wigan's top scorer last season with 7. Got 1 or 2 helpful deflections along the way. But didn't get the benefit of a touch off Luiz then with that one. An hour gone, and at the moment Chelsea showing their authority. It was loose though. Boyce has picked it up. Again, he needs men in support. De Santo's got there now. Looks for Figueroa, who finds Moses. The referee had played the advantage, so now gives the goal kick.
Yeah, I think he was right to play the advantage as well, because it was a decent opportunity for Victor Moses. He's gone for that far corner. I think he's a distance out in the end, but it was an opportunity.
Here's Lampard. Mikel. Now Cole. That's a finding Ivanovic. Here's Mikel. Drive it through for Torres. The clearance by Boyce. This is Gomez.
Typically tenacious from Ashley Cole to get back and get his foot in.
Mikel. There's Figueroa. Ramis. Change in the offing here for Roberto Di Matteo. We've seen one star unveiled in Azar, and going through the final chat is a man for whom they also have great hopes, the Brazilian Oscar.
Just a boy, isn't it? And he's a long-term signing, I'm sure, but a real talent. The way the game settled down in this second half, it's a good opportunity to put Oscar on.
Headed down by Bertrand into the path of Torres. Seemed to be getting away from him, and he's denied a goal by Ramis. And after the tortuous start that Ramis suffered, there is something to give him heart.
He wouldn't give up on it, would he, Ramis?
And what kind of a boost will that provide Wigan with at the other end? Moses with a cross, and Terry deals with it.
Well, they probably needed something like that just to get the crowd going, didn't they, Wigan? Because they were very sleepy. But he's fighting to keep his balance, and he just can't get enough on. The little shunt forward, Fernando Torres, just can't get enough power on it. And he gives the defender a chance to do his job, which he does very well.
Before Wigan can take the corner, Chelsea are going to make their change. Azar, who's been so impressive in just over an hour, and Oscar, who has just short of half an hour to make an impression.
Got to be well pleased with that, hasn't he? Debut.
Big part in both the goals. And this is corner. Caldwell tried to help it back across. So he felt that Caldwell was clambering all over him to do that.
They've just called back Aruna Kone, haven't they? The Wigan bench needs something.
Blonde Bombshell might be the man. By Alcaraz. Figueroa. Mix up between he and Victor Moses. Did offer up the opportunity to make the change, but Wigan holding off for now. Here's Ramis. This is McCarthy. Ball coming heavily into the back of Emerson Boyce. Wigan free kick.
He wasn't holding back there, Ashley Cole.
Has put MacArthur in real difficulty with that free kick.
I think he wanted it, did he?
Here's Moses. Gomez. Figueroa. By Lampard, Mikel under pressure. Figueroa giving away the free kick.
Little poke in the eye. Oh, here's the change.
Santo, the former Chelsea man, being replaced by Aruna Kone, an Ivory Coast colleague of one Didier Drogba. Kone not a regular international anymore. Played well as a young player in Belgium and Holland, including with PSV. Did struggle a little bit at Sevilla, where the competition for places was more difficult. But he got his career back on track last season in a loan spell at Levante. But shortly after making the signing permanent, they cashed in by selling him to Wigan. And here he is for his debut.
He scored a few goals, didn't he? Particularly towards the back end of La Liga season with Levante. Looks like a player with a bit of physical presence, a bit of power.
Unusual to see a striker wearing number 2, though, isn't it?
It is a bit, yeah. Whether that's his favourite number or not, I don't know.
It must be. I think it is a number that has followed him around through his various clubs. Here's Caldwell. So no excuse for any marker losing Kone with the blonde hair and the flash boots. Hoping for a corner then out of Luis. On by Torres. And now Oscar looking to make an impression here on his debut for Chelsea.
He very nearly did. Nice anticipation there, gambling off Torres that he will get the flick on. Good bit of pace as well to leave Ramis for dead. Not too far away on the far post there. That'll help him settle a bit.
He's the player who's taken on Didier Drogba's old number. Here's Mikel. Mata trying to slide it through for Torres. Torres, who provided an assist for Mata in Juan Mata's only appearance at Euro 2012, the final, in which he scored, and in which Torres himself scored as well.
All their best moments this second half down the left. Wigan through Moses. Figueroa supporting. That looks the most likely avenue, but not too likely at the moment, it has to be said.
McCarthy. Now MacArthur. Alcaraz. So we're letting it run. Lewis. Figueroa's ball across. Gomez was free and wastes the chance. And what a chance!
Well, the flag's up actually. Ashley Cole had a look across and I think he has given offside, and Gomez will be pretty pleased about that. Well, he's not off. He's cleared that. It almost looks like he's a defender and he's cleared it. So poor was that header. Pretty much sums up Wigan's efforts in that box today.
Well, maybe the linesman spared his blushes there.
Yeah, maybe felt sorry for him. I mean, he was level at least, wasn't he? Blake should have stayed down. There's been a lot that's been good and promising about Wigan's play today, but in that all-important final third, that cutting edge, that clinical edge, they haven't had it. It has been something that's plagued him over the last few years. Cost money, of course, to get the man to put the ball in the back of the net. It only costs a lot of money.
Ivanovic fired it across. Score a silver medalist at the Olympics, part of the Brazil team beaten by Mexico in the final.
Very slight lad, isn't he? Maybe he'll just have to beef up a touch for the rigours of this league.
Sherry and eggs, is that what they still build them up on?
Steak and eggs.
Here's Kone. McCarthy with a cross. Headed away by John Terry. Here's Kone. Off balance by Ivanovic. And Mata. Here's Bertrand. Now Oscar. Here's Lewis. Mata. Broken up by Rames. Kone's layoff. Here's Victor Moses. Gomez comes in to take over. It's a foul by Frank Lampard. He allowed that one in terms of a booking.
It was all a tackle on him, actually, wasn't it? That the Wigan player booked. Can't remember who it was, but he's a little fortunate there.
With Maloney absent, who steps up? Gomez who's placed it. Ramis and Figueroa and Caldwell all there. There's more than a quarter of an hour left. It would boost hopes of a Wigan revival if they could beat Czech from this. Finally happy. It's Gomez! And it's stuck to Czech's body.
Yeah, it's Czech's side of the goal, the one that he was defending, so you would expect him to collect it. The good news is it didn't get a little nick off the end of the wall to make life a bit more awkward.
Here's Torres. Fended off by Antolin Alcaraz. Gomez back to MacArthur. And here's Figueroa. It would have been the other option from the free kick if power had been preferred. Boyce. Alcaraz. Here's Figueroa. Now Moses. Aruna Kone. McCarthy. Caldwell. Chelsea working hard, making it difficult to break them down. And it's Lampard who breaks up that Wigan move. Ashley Cole forced to retreat under pressure. Alcaraz couldn't quite prod it through. And Cole got a bit lucky then.
Yeah, he did get a bit lucky, unlike him to take a chance. But he recovered well. Could have easily knocked it back to his keeper here, but cut him back in. Stats can tell you a number of things, but they've had multiple attempts, Wigan, and they have made Petr Cech work, but not work hard enough in my book. They've gotten themselves into some very promising positions.
They've got newly promoted Southampton to come next on their fixture schedule. Here's Kone. Figueroa. Moses. Here's Ramis. Caldwell. Here's Mikel.
Chelsea's an awful lot of experience, haven't they, in these situations? Starting with the captain, through midfield, Lampard, Mikel, Torres. An awful lot of players that know how to see a game through. It's something they didn't do as much as you would have imagined last season when they did concede a lot of goals, but they will be aiming to keep this, protect this clean sheet and have plenty more this season, Chelsea.
It seemed they were trying to break up that experienced core last season. It was an experienced core that in the end led them to glory in Munich, even without John Terry, who was suspended. David Luiz. Mata. Here's Moses. He's managed to fly past Lampard. Slides it across for Gomez. It struck a hand then of David Luiz, but the referee wasn't very far away, would have seen it.
Yeah, it's happened more than once. Good play from Victor Moses, but it dribbles out. Nothing comes of it.
Caldwell on the surge here for Wigan. Now Moses, Gomez and Kone waiting in the 18-yard area. Here's MacArthur to McCarthy. Alcaraz. It's Boyce with a cross, met by John Terry. Chelsea looking very solid. And in an attempt to break them down, Roberto Martinez is planning to use another substitute. Ben Watson poised to come on. And he is going to come on now in place of James MacArthur. Watson, who scored on the opening day last season, a penalty against Norwich. And with 10 minutes left in which to get back into this one. Here's McCarthy. Headed back by Ivanovic.
Kone's hardly been able to get into it. Precious little service coming his way.
Chance, well, Kone would have been offside anyway.
I don't know what Petr Cech was doing there. John Terry had his back to him. I think he was rolling it out to Mikel, who wasn't ready for it either.
It's a foul by Alcaraz. Lampard. Now Terry. Here's Watson. Back from John Terry. And here's Ashley Cole. Going to be a Chelsea substitution, and Raul Meireles is coming on in place of Juan Mata.
He's played so much football lately, hasn't he, with the Euros and the Olympics. I'm sure Di Matteo will be wanting to give him a rest soon, because he's very important to his side now, increasingly so over the last season, and I'm sure he will be this year.
They are apparently hoping to give him a break in September, but that depends on the cooperation of the Spanish Association with a couple of internationals as well next month.
And they've got a few players that can stand in, haven't they? I can think of one or two.
Yeah, reasonable depth to their squad. International teammate Torres with a flick on there. A handball against David Luiz. Given away by Ivanovic. Watson looking for Kone. Couldn't get there though. Cleared by Terry. It's McCarthy. Gomez. Nice bit of interplay. Here's Alcaraz. Couldn't deliver with the cross off Ryan Bertrand.
Well, if they can't snatch a goal now, it would be a grandstand finish for Wigan. There's been precious little sign of it, but you never know. Good ball in here.
It's Gomez with a corner, and Kone's there and heads wide.
Well, he's played through Ashley Cole and got ahead of Petr Cech. Cech tries to come and claim. What a chance. I think the contact comes just after he's headed it from Cech, so that wasn't a reason for the inaccuracy. What a great chance.
Victor Moses drew a challenge out of Frank Lampard earlier. Referee let play go at the time, but did bring it back later for a booking.
That earlier one as well, when we thought he should have got booked, so that contributed to it, I'm sure.
Here's Moses. And Kone's there again. Gomez! Well, from the distance he was, it looked easier to hit the target, but Kone livening it up.
Well, that's just plain unlucky. I think he's just knocked it straight into Petr Cech. Gets the connection on it, he must think he scored. And Cech just gets enough on it. Well, not going to be their day, it seems. A spectacular effort from Gomez, but wide of the mark.
Gomez again. Luis has to cut it out and does. He did just enough then, the Brazilian. Here's Lampard. Now Torres. Lampard back to Fernando Torres. Needs a little prod wide to Morelos. Ramis had it covered. Here's Moses.
He's given it a good go, hasn't he? Victor Moses, you can't accuse him of a lack of commitment, lack of effort out there today.
If they get the 9 million they hope for, would be a decent profit on Victor Moses. Here's Torres. Lampard waiting in the middle to finish Wigan off once and for all. Just outside the box, the challenge from Watson.
Yeah, there was an opportunity, I think, to slide one into the box towards Frank Lampard, but he chose to duck inside. One of those, he's felt the contact and he's gone down. The contact didn't make him go down.
Figueroa lined up against Raul Morelos. Chelsea looking for the goal to finish it off, and Luis can't provide it. Instead, Al-Habsi can provide the ball from which Wigan could break here and give themselves late hope. Caldwell, now Watson. Things have been wasted and John Terry can take charge. Watson though wins it back. Here's James. Header away by John Terry. Watson. Oscar away. Here's Alcaraz. Ramis. McCarthy finding Victor Moses. Bush was there. Oscar. Lampard, first time through to Ashley Cole. Now Morelos. Ivanovic venturing forward as he did in the opening 2 minutes to score. Oscar looking for Ivanovic again. And look for Torres. And maybe he would have been better doing what he did in the second minute, Ivanovic.
Not often he's such a threat going forward, is it, in that manner? Set pieces, yeah, but skipping forward full of confidence. Just trying to set up Torres. Pass was slightly off. Good play from Oscar. Shown one or two glimpses, hasn't he, the young Brazilian?
Corner whipped across, clearing everybody, including David Luiz. 98 days since that breathtaking day when Manchester City won the Premier League title, and their defence begins next against Southampton. It's live on Sky Sports 1 HD and available in 3D, so make sure you stay with us. 92 days since Chelsea became champions of Europe, and it looks as though their domestic title campaign is going to be launched with a victory here. It will take a monumental effort from Wigan to deny them all 3 points now. Aruna Kone. Gomez. Kone. Gomez.
Yet again, nice bit of interplay. Good fluidity, but that final touch, wayward. And if they don't solve that this year, they will struggle.
Thoughts on man of the match, Alan?
I think I've got to give it the new boy, Eden Hazard, for his contribution, particularly in that first half. He just steamed out the traps, and he's full of quality, isn't he?
Over £30 million they paid for Hazard, their second most expensive signing after Fernando Torres. Hazard with a hand in both the goals. First for Ivanovic, second the Lampard penalty.
I think the Chelsea fans will be quietly excited about their prospects this year. I'm not going to say they're going to be challenging for the title, but certainly there should be an upturn in fortunes from last year. They're going to play an Hazard that will excite, will get their fans up off the seats.
Chelsea won their last title. They started with 6 wins, a run that ended here. And Carlo Ancelotti's 100% record was halted with a 3-1 defeat by Wigan. But into the 3 minutes of stoppage time here. No signs of a Wigan revival in this game.
Well, you have to take your chances when they come against a side of this quality, and they didn't, Wigan.
Oscar. Good interception by Figueroa. A winning start in the Premier League for the European champions. And Chelsea's new star shone brightly. Eden Hazard involved in both the goals in the first 7 minutes with a pass for Branislav Ivanovic to secure the first inside 2.